Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another board game night. Tonight we're playing Ethnos from Cool Mini or Not. This is designed by Paolo Mori. I don't know if I pronounced that correct, but these are also the guys that did Dogs of War with Cool Mini or Not as well, and Spaghetti Western Games. So
more importantly, he did Libertalia as well, which is very cool.
Yes, that is really cool. So with me tonight, I have Alan.
Hello.
The Gun Show. Martin, this is his copy of the game. And D, he's also here because no one else was available. And myself, Jason. Alright.
It's nice to be loved.
I really want to swear.
You can swear, man. It's not a family show.
Well, I won't fucking do it.
Okay, so...
We're never going to be on the Dice Tower, are we?
No. I don't even think they're ever going to watch us because we're too friggin... Okay, anyway. So...
We're edgy.
This is an area control game. Each one of us gets 25 of these little discs, which we get to place on the board when we create little warbands. So on your turn, you have basically 1 of 3 actions. Each one of us starts with a card. So this is the card I'm starting with. There are 6 races in the game, isn't it? And there's 10 altogether in the box. 12 in the box. So the 6 races we got some halflings, we got centaurs, we got trolls, we've got wizards, we've got giants, we've got dwarves.
I think that's it.
And I think that's it.
3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
So those are the 6 we're playing with tonight. We're doing a 4-player. Obviously, this game can go up to 6, I believe.
Yep.
And
She's played at 6, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it goes more because 6 was quite crazy. On your turn, you get basically 1 of 3 actions. You can either draw blind from the top of the deck, or you can take one of these cards in the open market, or you can play a warband down. When you play a warband down, they got to either be of the same genre of creatures, so either all...
Tribe, I think they describe them as.
Tribe.
Yeah, tribe.
Or they got to be the same color. And the reason why that's relevant, for example, I'm going to just take that card right there. If I played this warband, so they're the same color, but they're not the same tribe or race or whatever. This is a warband of 2, of which my centaur is the leader. He dictates where I'm going to place my control marker. So I'll place this down in front of me. This is blue, obviously, because it's the blue card. I don't know if that picks up. And then I'll place it there in Stratton. So you've got the 6 provinces here, and we play through 3 eras. At the first era, if I control Stratton, so I have the most control markers in here, I will score 0 points. So that was totally worth it. But at the end of era 2, I will score 2 points if I control it, and second place will score 0. And at the end of era 3, I will score 6 if I still control it, second place 2, third place 0. And we'll do that for all these. But over and above that, we also have a little track down at the bottom here. And I see if I can do a little magic and zoom in. That was too far.
Whoa! Atoms and shit.
This shows you what you score for your warbands. So if you play a warband of 1, you get 0 points. But if you play a warband of 6 guys, you'll get 15 points. The reason why you would also play more warbands is because when you place your first marker down, you only have to play 1 card. But if you want to place a second marker down, you need to play 2 cards.
You basically have to outnumber the amount of discs you already have in the region.
Exactly that, yeah. So the more
so
you
it's
want to
a minimum of 2 you would have to.
So the more you want to control an area, the more cards you're going to have to play of the warband. So that's relevant, obviously, too. And then each of the races have their own abilities. The one that I've got in my hand, which everyone knows is a halfling, as you can see at the bottom there, it says, don't place a marker on the board. So halflings are not going to help you to control areas, but they will help you to bulk out your warbands.
Yeah, there's twice as many halflings in the deck than anything else as well. So
just to have a quick look, say for example, the troll. The troll's ability is take an unclaimed troll token with a value up to X, which are these
here.
Tokens at the bottom there.
And they kind of help you, they split ties in your favour. Then the centaur lets you immediately take another go. Because when you place a warband, you have to discard your excess cards to this open area. The centaur, before you do that, lets you place another warband down, which is really useful. The dwarf gives you extra points. The giant gets you points for sort of this and stuff.
It'll become more clearer when we do the gameplay turn. Because obviously at the moment we're just giving you the rough idea. We'll come back with a gameplay section. And then at the end of the game, we'll tell you who won and what we thought. But that's pretty much it. On your turn, draw a card or play a card, gain control of an area, screw over your neighbours.
It's pretty solid.
Alright, so now you got the basic idea. We're going to start playing. We'll come back to you in a couple of minutes where we'll show you how the game flows. Alright, so you join us at the end of Era 1, so we just started off with Era 2. We've reshuffled the deck, and we've drawn out each individual cards. This is what the board looks like at the end, so you can see who's in control of areas. Most of the tie areas were won by the Troll players, which was D and Martin. And this is what the scoring. So Martin's in the lead with 33, D's second with 29, me third with 27, and Alan's...
I'm not even playing.
Yeah, playing the long game.
For the record, that first round did seem massive scoring.
Yeah,
because I played a game early today, and this was about the score that everyone had at the end of round 1. It was around that sort of level. So
the one thing I did forget to mention during the overview in the beginning was in that deck over there, there's 3 dragon cards.
it's the bottom half as well.
And I'm not going to show you, but we'll see them when they come out. They basically mark when the round will end. So when the 3rd dragon card comes out, that ends the round immediately, and then we do scoring. So you'll see that as we go through now. So Alan's the first player for this round because he did the shittest last round.
And it actually says that in the rules. The person who's shittest, and it says if there's a tie, it's in life instead.
All right, Alan, off you go, man.
Fucking...
So you're drawing a card from the open lineup.
Yep.
All right, D.
I will take
Glad you took that one.
this one.
You go for the giant.
I'm going to take that one.
Yes, I will go for the giant.
I'm shocked.
I wanted the wizard though, to be fair.
This one.
I'm going to draw from
He's
the
got
top.
sleepy, might like.
I will also draw from the top. That is bloody marvellous. Okay.
I'll take from the top as well.
So just to clarify again, we can draw from either the open discard pile from the deck, or we can play a warband from our hand. A warband is same tribe, race, whatever, or same colour.
I am going to play a warband from my hand. This is what I've got. As you can see, I've got a halfling, a dwarf, and a giant. They're all red from this region of Raya. So I'm playing that as a 3-strength warband, with the giant as the leader,
I can't believe you just played a fucking giant as well, Jason!
which allows me to put a token in Raya. But it also gives me the giant token thing, disc, coaster, which I then put on my warband, and it immediately gives me 2 points. And at the end of the era, whoever controls this disc will get 4 points.
And you balls my go as well.
And the person
Draw
takes
from the
off them
top.
if they have a larger warband than what this is. So someone needs to have a 4 strength total or more.
Wah, wah, wah. I'll now start drawing again.
Oh my god, seriously?
Take one from here.
10 is the hand limit in your hand. So once you reach that, you can't draw anymore. You have to play. Back to you again. As you can see, the turns are whooping around. Can you guys say when it's your turn? Because the camera can't obviously tell
I'm
that.
drawing a card.
I am also going to draw a card.
Oh dear, yeah, I'll draw a card.
Drawing card.
God,
Back to you,
seriously?
D.
I'll draw cards.
I'm going to draw a card from the top. Obviously, all the cards are taken from the...
As will I. Oh, that's
As will I.
interesting.
Right, I will do some shenanigans.
Say what you're doing, because I can't exactly
Right,
see what you...
so I'm
Good
gonna
point
play-
at him.
No, we don't want to see his face.
Right, so I'm going to do these 3. They're all centaurs in the orange region.
Normally, you can only play one warband on a turn, but the centaur breaks that rule by allowing you to place a second
first
one.
thing-
Is that 2 orange centaurs in there as well?
Yeah. So 3 centaurs, so you have to play more than the discs you have in the relevant region. So the top one is orange, so I need to play at least 3 card strength. So that goes on there. Then their ability is if I place a marker on the board, I may play another band of allies immediately. I will then play 4 trolls. And I will go into which region? I think probably grey region. So I do 4 trolls
That's bad.
in the grey region. So then, because it's a value of 4, I take the troll token worth 4. So that means I break ties with anybody who has either no troll
Or
token
less than 4
or less
there.
than 4. And then that goes in there.
Oh, good. So I've just
And
lost
then
a buttload of points.
The other card I had, I have to ditch, which is a wizard.
An orange wizard.
That is me.
Okay, I'm going to put that back. I don't know where you want it pointed. Board-ish.
Alright, my turn. I'm just going to draw from the top of the deck.
I'll take that. I'm taking the wizard.
Alan's just drawing from the top.
I'll draw from top as well. I think I abused using wizards last round.
I'm going to draw again.
Yep, I'm drawing. Oh, come on.
What? I need to find a fucking centaur.
I've got 10 cards in my hand now as well, so I have to play next turn, which is
So do I.
painful.
Have you got 10 as well?
Oh yes.
You're having to play now.
I'm going to play you and you.
So he's playing a band
You?
of wizards.
Three
wizards.
wizards. That's all I can do.
So you have to ditch all of those.
Oh
7
yeah.
Send them this way around.
Giants
Now I've got
and
10 freaking
centaurs.
cards in my hand. I can't draw anything.
It's right,
There's a centaur, Jason.
Yeah.
There's nothing great in there. It's just
Wrong
a few
friggin'
giants. and
colour.
stuff.
Oh,
And then I get 3 cards.
That's the wizard's ability, where you draw X equal to the X's the warband size.
Wob wob wob. I'm done.
Right, I will take.
no, that would have been bloody marvellous for me. Alan.
Oh man, what did you take? I must
I took a grey giant.
a grey giant. So many choices.
We'll play some lounge music or something.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like we should pull the camera back a bit because I can see literally Jack and shit. And Jack left town.
I'm gonna take that green halfling.
This
Yours?
was a mistake, and I have to have my. Let's just put that back there. Right, I'm going to play. Where the hell is it? I've got so many cards in my hand. I'm going to play a Centaur Halfling combo in green. Bloop. And that allows me to play another, which probably gonna go with that because I won't take the giants anyway. So I go halfling giant dwarf. So one massive dude and 2 little ones in purple, and then I will discard a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, so I was particularly aggrieved by the amount of orange.
Yeah, that is quite a lot.
Yes, yes, it is. That's right. Hoover up my orange.
Thank you, dude.
I will take you, Mr. Giant.
And I'm gonna take that blue wizard.
So that's roll back. Yeah, red centaur was tempting.
I will take one from the top of the deck.
Alright, I think I'm gonna play a warband. To my disgust. I'm gonna play a 4 blue combo, so or to Stratraton or wherever it is. The wizard will be the leader. I'll have to ditch these 4 cards.
The wizard's ability is you get X cards drawn from the deck, where X is the number in the warband, which is yummy.
And of course, I need to put down a token.
Mr. Giant. Jason?
Take that.
I'll take a halfling, a grey halfling, or a pelagon halfling.
I will take one from the top.
I'm gonna take that purple halfling.
Jason fouled. Take that one.
Take one from the top again.
Wow, it's my turn already.
yeah.
Jeez. I'm gonna take one from the top.
Yes, as will I.
Funny, funny, funny.
Holy shit, that's very
Think.
interesting.
I will play me a card. That seems over the top.
There he goes.
That.
You gonna be ditching any
He's
cards?
thinking.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna play.
Okay, well then, before
I think I'm gonna play.
before I decide my turn, I'll have a look what you do.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play. So I'm ditching Wizard and Halfling. I've got 5 giants.
Oh.
5 giants is a lot.
Problem is the colours are a bit meh. 2 orange, I suppose I could cement myself in the orange area because I'm 2 ahead of everyone else with a good
Cement
tiebreaker.
yourself in the orange area. Well, I don't know what that is, but it doesn't sound very nice.
Green to get majority there. Grey, same situation. Blue, I'm tying at the moment. I think
You are technically supposed to choose a leader before you play the cards, but obviously Dee's playing his own game over there.
How do I want?
And this is why he was our backup invite. Look at that. Look at it.
Suck on it.
I'm just going to grab that halfling.
I wanted that halfling, man. Screw you.
Halfling, man. It's
Right,
just a
I'll
halfling.
Take one. Screw it.
Your turn, D.
I will take.
How many cards have I got? 4, 8.
Isn't
So I could risk another one.
it's well worth it.
Yeah, screw it. I'm going to take for the top of the deck.
Gambling.
And it was perfect!
I'm going to take off the top of the deck as well.
I'm going to play a red centaur.
Man, you've done this
2 of his
quite
buddies.
a few times.
It's my life's motto, man. If you don't take big, go home, some shit like that.
You need to rethink your motto.
Yes. Your motto makes literally no sense to English people.
Playing 4 wizards. Well, 4 orange, but wizard leaders, so I get 4 cards. And that goes.
It's a grey centaur as well. Ooh, that is interesting.
I will take.
I know you can't really see from the top of the angle that we're showing you what sort of control the markers are because they stack on top of each other. But when we do the scoring, you'll probably see it then. I'm going to play...
Right.
Oh, you found a dragon.
I draw a dragon.
So let me show quickly.
So basically, it's 1/3 of
Yeah.
the requirement for the end of the year.
So it just gets ditched and then he draws a replacement.
With another dragon. No.
Oh, well, we saw that happen in our game earlier.
So
It's bad.
I'm going to play 3 centaurs on red,
Nice.
which will go
And
there.
then more halflings than you can possibly imagine.
Yes, then I'm going to play 5 halflings, which don't do anything other than score me 10 points. And I'll ditch a wizard.
Wizard. Yeah, 10 points on the face is nice.
I could have waited for a 6th one, but I was running out of time because I had 9 cards in.
And also being able to do 3 centaurs and then the 5 there, it's pretty good.
The halflings don't stick any tokens down, but they obviously score lots of points.
I'm going to take a grey halfling, I think.
I think I'll take
Alright, man.
this one.
I'm just going to draw from the top.
Martin? How many cards do you want, man?
8. I'm probably going to play them now. Screw it. Alright. I'm going to have a lot of halflings come out.
You got 6.
Yes.
The last turn I had 6 and he had 5. Now he's got 6 and I've got 5.
Oh, 3 trolls on the board.
And a centaur. The other
I
race.
was going to take the centaur, but because I needed 3 grey to go in there. If I needed 2, I would have taken it.
I've got 2 in grey as well, so one's no good to me.
Done.
Oh, it's really interesting. I'll take this one. That's another dragon.
Oh, shit. Now I'm worried.
I'm not really sure what I want to do. I could play this. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to play this 1 green wizard, which draws me that card, but also puts me in there. Ha ha!
Not a dragon, then.
No,
Okay.
Take that drop.
piece of wank.
I'll take that draw.
I'll just draw on the top. Ah, isn't that funny?
Huh, it's convenient.
That's what I've drawn.
Helen?
You're up, Ski.
I'm going to play 5 trolls. How many
5
trolls?
trolls?
You got 4.
So what?
Don't like the sound of that.
No.
So I just figured it'd be quite a good way of getting that
Okay, so
Well, it's pretty much the only way to get
yeah,
that.
anyone who ties with
It's actually
Alan-
not 5 trolls, it's 5 grey cards.
Oh, yeah.
The leader is a troll.
I captured 2 wizards.
Well, Alan is a bit of a troll.
Thank you, man.
Harsh.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
This really because obviously 2 of these are gone, so now it could be any card at the top of that deck, and then it immediately ends.
And you've drawn both of them, so
Yeah.
the odds on you're going to draw the third
I might
one.
as well just reveal the third one.
Well, also, you've got the giant there as well, so... Oh, God, I'm going to draw from the deck.
God damn it! I was gonna play 3 there.
Alright, so any cards in your hand get ditched. I had 2 halflings.
No, I was gonna get 3.
Oh, shut up.
Oh my god.
Nobody cares because this is not going to be good for me, I don't think.
As well.
Alright, so Martin will go through the scoring.
Okay, so first of all, we score for our regions. So white has 3 in there, so he gets 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Green and yellow tie in here. Do you have any troll card counters?
Nope.
Okay, so we split that 2, so we get 1 each.
Watch out.
Don't spend it all at once, Jason. Okay, right. So green and white tie in here, but white has the troll token, so 2 for you, and Jason, you get 0. Over here, 3 and 3. So black, you have a troll token,
5.
so you get 4, Alan.
And I get 4.
And you get 4, yep, Jason. Over here,
I'm on top of Martin.
Black gets 10,
27.
That's really good.
and white
I
gets
get
4. Over here, we split 2 points.
So nothing.
Okay, so yeah, D gets
Oh, 2, yeah.
2. And then over here, Jesus, I've literally got no areas anymore. Okay,
8
over
for
here,
white.
6 for white,
Oh, yeah, sorry.
and black
1,
gets.
2, 3, 4.
Okay, and then we go to warbands. So that's based on this one. So if you've got any single card ones that aren't dwarfs, discard it. And then 2 card warbands are worth 1, 3 card warbands are worth 3, 4, 6, 5, 10, and 6, 15.
12. 22.
I've got 22 as well.
53. You got 22 as well?
Yeah.
I also have 22.
2,
That's weird.
6.
15. Plus
I've got a
my
10, 2
4,
3s and a 4.
6, 21, 22, yeah.
56.
Or 6 rather.
I got 19 plus my 4 for the second era giant, so 23.
Have you not scored already? Holy shit.
74.
74.
Oh dear.
14. Yeah.
Wow. That's a big jump.
That's
Oh, have you counted for your giant?
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah,
part of it.
Oh, nice.
that's
So I had 19.
fairly bad.
Alright, and that is era 2 done. So now we discard everything we have. So everything gets ditched out except the tokens on the board stay. And we go into era 3, which starts again. And that's that. So you see how it's flown? We'll come back to you at the end of the game and
Oh,
I'll
you
show
took
you how
the
the
tokens
board
out
looks then.
Yeah,
See you in a sec.
there.
Alright, so we've finished the game. I'm not showing you the scores yet, even though you can see D's token up there. He's either very last or really, really far in front. So we finished off. We did the last age. We scored the areas. And in first place was D with like 116 points.
Yeah, I got a few points.
Well done, man. That was quite an impressive total. Martin second with 95. Alan came third with 86, I think.
85.
85, and then me last with 81. The last turn was quite incredible. It was a lot of scoring on the set collection. Like Martin scored something like 30 odd points.
33 I got, yeah. I had a 6 and a 5 halflings as well. I literally had a halfling army.
Yeah, yes you did. All right, so that is our full playthrough, or a playthrough of Ethnos from Cool Mini or Not. Let's have a chat with the guys to see what they thought it was like. So Alan,
Yep.
what did you think?
That's good. It's nice. It's really quick. There is like no downtime on it. Yeah, it's a funky game. It's simplistic, easy to pick up. Yeah,
I'm not sure if you know,
I'll play
as well, there
again.
are 6 other races as well. So
I figured as
you get
much,
6
yeah.
randomised races come out, so there is a lot of variability in that as well.
Yeah, I'd like to look at the powers that the other ones have, but no, it's a solid game. There isn't a huge amount to it. It's very much a case of, once you've got at max up to 10 cards in your hand, you're having to play some, if not before. But yeah, it's a nice little area control. There are some nice little features in it in the way that the different races interact. So yeah, no, I like it. Probably 7 out of 10.
Okay, cool. How about you, Kabali?
I think it's very good. I mean, Alan said it's simplistic, and I think he's right. It is simple, but I think that's to its benefit, if I'm honest.
Definitely.
It literally, this is what you're doing, that's it, and it basically just renders it. Just a nice, easy game to get into. It's not that long. It's probably an hour, maybe even a bit less, perhaps. The abilities on the characters are all, or the races are all different, and they're all useful and all good. I don't think any of them are like, ugh, I've got one of these. Some seem potentially slightly more useful than others, like Centaur. I think everyone was trying to bag into Centaur because it meant you could play that and not.
I've not actually played a game without the centaurs yet. I wonder how.
No, nor have I. I mean, the elves are quite interesting because I think the elves you retain your cards in your hand if an elf is in your lead, so you don't ditch the cards, which is quite interesting. So similar to the centaurs, but not quite. And obviously, some of them give you these funky things, like the giants give you that. The merfolk give you another board entirely, and all sorts. The trolls give you these tokens, and I thought the trolls were really interesting as well. So the different races really do mix the game up quite a lot. And I think it's great. I mean, it is fairly unpleasing on the eye, I think, but it's functional. And I think having like a really fancy map and maybe some really fancy miniatures or something would have probably been to its detriment as well. So I think, you know, what it does really well. And I think in terms of a score, I think it's probably more like an 8 out of 10 for me.
All right. Well, Dee's practically joined at my hip, yeah, so I'll get back to him in a second.
He's sat on his lap.
Yeah, because I'll have to move out the way. Yeah, for me, I thought it was pretty good, actually. I like area control games. I think Mod's correct in that it doesn't really have a lot to look at. I mean, these little pieces are fine. They do the job. And the artwork on the cards, in my opinion, are not that great, but, you know, artwork is subjective anyway.
They're done by John Howe, who apparently is a prolific Tolkien artist. Which, now I've looked at them, I can kind of see the kind of... I've seen...
I'm just showing trolls. But yeah, it's fine, it's good. I think this whole game is played around the creatures that you get, and the mixture of the different creatures you get changes the game up a lot. I mean, just adding the trolls and the giants to this game after our last game made a huge difference to the score, to how the area control was done, and I think that is pretty cool. The fact that the creatures can unbalance or change the balance of the game so much is really interesting. I think potentially there's not a lot of strategy in the game in terms of you don't really have a choice of what comes out. So obviously you're just going by the luck of the draw, and that's fine because this is such a fast game. You're playing turn by turn. I mean, you saw in our gameplay turn, it was like you play a card, you look at it, and it's like it's your turn again. Oh, okay, I'll draw another one. So it goes pretty quick. There's not a lot of downtime.
The strategy does come into it though. I mean, after that first initial kind of round, you've got that the discard pile, the open discard pile, and you're kind of seeding cards that are going to be beneficial to you and you alone, ideally, to, you know, bolster where you are. So, I mean, it's not completely devoid of strategy when you're playing cards.
And also the strategy just comes with who you choose as a leader. You know, where you want to try and area control, and also how many cards you want to draw, because you don't want to draw just up to 10 and then play, because you're leaving cards for other people to draw.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's devoid of strategy, but luck can play a huge factor in this game. But even still, I think it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I've played it a couple of times now, and it's every time I play it, it's really fast, fun, frenzied game. Lots of variation in the dudes. So I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty good. So I'm going to stand up and move out of the way, because otherwise I'll be looking up Dee's nostril. Right, man.
Yeah, I really like the game. Some of the bigger pluses for myself is I feel that it has quite a lot of replayability. So with the variation of the different tribes put together, it'd be interesting to see, by taking one thing out, what it would be different wise by just placing it with one other, or seeing some cool different combinations. So with
and that as well, it means it's quite easily expandable too.
Yeah,
you can literally just
yeah.
go, here's another 4 races.
Well,
and
just
really
before we
easy.
put this on, Dee was talking about the fact that there's a
there's
promo
like
with fairies.
promo fairies tribal.
And this will
thing,
also be
so-
really good for your Wednesday group.
Yeah, and that's another good thing as well, is I play in a group where basically there's 3 couples, so play 6. And I haven't played a 6-player game of this, but I can't imagine the time difference between 4 and 6 player being drastically different.
No, the first time I played
it
this
goes
was
so-
a 6-player, and it was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And we were even playing with Ash.
Jeez.
Sorry, Ash.
Well, he's not sorry. So yeah, I think that's a real positive as well in terms of between two cities where you have a bigger player count. Normally, that's going to account for a lot more time added on to play the game, but I feel like this game doesn't have that, which is really good.
Do you have more cards in the deck depending on how many people you're playing with?
No.
No, but it
Okay,
depends.
so on average you're still hitting the dragons just as quickly.
No, but it depends on,
time-wise.
it depends
Unless
on
the halflings
creatures,
are, because
yeah.
the halflings had 24 cards. Whenever
Okay, so the halflings aren't always added.
No.
Okay.
It's randomly done.
So what another big plus for myself is probably this particular game. It makes me want to play it again.
Yeah.
Like I don't get too many games which make me want to literally go, right, I really can't wait to play that game again to see how it's massively different to the previous games. But this one, like I'd happily play it literally again right now.
Is this a 10 going up?
No, it's not. It's not 10. I give it a 9.
9.87.
9.87.
Yeah, I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. Probably helped I absolutely smashed all of you. But yeah, I think it's really, really good. Solid game.
Well, to be fair, you nearly lapped Jason. You
Not that far off.
you beat me. I don't think you smashed me.
He's got like 40 points on you. He's got like 50% more score than you.
It's not that much.
That's
I'd
quite
like
a
20,
chunk.
20 points.
No, more than
Yeah.
20.
He's on 95, I'm on 160.
I'm not sure that's relevant. You just won.
It is relevant. There's smashed.
Yeah.
There's beaten. You know, he beat me and smashed Alan.
In terms of things that I think could be improved, I do feel that what are you doing? The scoring points, because obviously they're randomised, it made some of them. I feel like zeros can be quite harsh. Because I suppose because they're random, could you physically you could get something
002.
something like
Isn't
that,
it
or
random
you could get
Yeah.
You could have 002. Yeah?
But then that breeds a certain amount of kind of tactical play into
Yeah, because
playing that,
no
'cause you
one
know
would
that
want to
you're
get
getting-
that location, really, would they? So you wouldn't be.
which
wouldn't
then
be
means
using
there are a
the
lot
gun.
more contests.
So
So,
it's-
yeah, maybe there's positive and there's negative.
And obviously with
negatives
less
to it.
plexus 4+, these ones, so you take some of these out as well.
Yeah. Obviously, I actually like these.
Yeah, I think they're
obviously we're
completely
saying
fine,
obviously
yeah.
it'd be
They
cool
stack
to- but
nicely.
I feel like it fits the purpose, and if you changed it to having figures instead,
Like flags or something like that, yeah.
then it will just get too crowded.
Yeah.
Like I said in here, we've got best part of like 10, 12, 15 or something in there. That's then too many on a small board.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely, yeah. And with 6 as well, it's still
Yeah, I
completely
bet it
fine
does get
with
really-
the stacking things.
Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thanks.
Oh, fair enough.
That's quite a lot.
So that's pretty positive overview of Ethnos, I reckon. I mean, Alan was the lowest score was 7.
32, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 8s and
I
a
think
9.
for me, there isn't a huge
7 is
amount
not
to
a
the
low
game.
score,
It's
by
like
the
it kind of reminds me of the way that you kind of draw for Underworld. You know, you literally go, "Here's what we're playing with." And, although
Underworld?
not Underworld, Small World.
Okay.
I've just bought Underground, so okay. Yeah, so it's got that kind of element of the way that the different races have their true traits and how you're then going to enact that ability to benefit your agenda.
Yeah, it's good.
that's
Your
a good
strategy
comparison,
Can,
yeah.
Your strategy can change though as it goes through. While with like Small World, you I have
This race.
flying
Yeah.
giants. This is what they do. While in this one, it's a case of I draw 2 trolls. I'm trying to find more trolls. Actually, I've now drawn 2 blind cards, but they're now 2 of the same colour of this one instead. And it's like,
Well, that sort of happened with you a couple of times, didn't
Yeah.
it? You were making trying to get a hand of X, and then suddenly
And then
something else
something
came. You're
else
like,
happened.
that changed, and then you end up ditching the ones that you were collecting first of all.
and once again, like that would make it interesting. You guys made the point of the centaurs being able to play that second card. If that wasn't in there, that may become even more evident because having the centaurs allowed you to then have a couple of different things that you could maybe do. While without them, it's just a case of you're only going to.
I really want to
one
play the
warband.
Orc. The Orcs sound awesome.
Well, that's the crunch of this game, I think, is the race powers. Is
So these are the Orcs, and basically everyone has one of these boards. And when you play an Orc leader, the leader colour, you basically take that and the amount of essentially tokens at the end of each. I think it's the end of each age. You get points for that as well. They're fucking moth. Stupid bloody thing. But yeah, they sound really cool.
That's the most attention Martin's got all year.
From a moth, at least.
All right, there we go. That's our overview of Ethnos from Cool Mini or Not, designed by Paolo Mori. Pretty solid game. We really enjoyed it. And if D had his way, we'd be playing it again right now.
Mm.
See you later, guys.
What was that?